The Blacklist is one of those series that has staying power for various reasons: a great premise, story longevity, and brilliant actors showcasing the relationships between them. With the next season coming, here are the Blacklist Season 9 theories fans need to know about. Sit back and enjoy. These are the Blacklist theories that you need to know about. It's difficult to picture Season 9 of the Blacklist without Megan Boone, who acted opposite James Spader in the series. It took them 8 seasons to perfect their cat and mouse game, which has since become an international phenomenon. Given that Boone has announced her departure from the blockbuster series and that her character Elizabeth Keene was purportedly killed off in the season 8 finale, it is unclear how the show will proceed. Even after seeing the final 3 episodes of The Blacklist, there's still a lot to take in. Assuming the death of Elizabeth Keene, the program may only have a limited avenue in which to go in order to stay true to the mythos and information we currently know about Raymond Reddington. Having said that, the most obvious course of action would be to give Reddington a new reason to exist. He might feel the need to keep an eye on her now that Liz is without her mother, much as he did with Liz. In the end, however, it only resulted in her death. No one knows what Mrs. French's true motivation is, but we expect the Blacklist will do one of 3 things. Red will keep a close eye on Agnes, Red will keep his distance from Agnes, or there will be no mention of Agnes at all in the episode. Number 1. The Idiot Ball Theory. Since the season 8 finale of the Blacklist, fans have had plenty of opportunities to speculate on the show's premise on the internet, where hundreds of hypotheses can be found. There are numerous theories, many of them revolving on the true identity of Raymond Reddington, but every now and again, one emerges and gathers momentum. As an example, consider the idiot ball notion, as explained by TV Tropes, a moment where a normally competent character suddenly becomes incompetent, which fuels an episode or small plotline. Coined by Hank Azaria on Herman's head, Azaria would ask the writing staff, "Who's carrying the idiot ball this week?" This is generally not a compliment. Frequently, the person carrying the idiot ball is acting out of character, misunderstanding something that could be cleared up by asking a single reasonable question, or not performing a simple action that would solve everything. It's almost as if the character holding the ball is being willfully stupid or obtuse, far beyond what has been established as natural for them. Frequently, it's only because the story, and by extension the writers, need them to act this way, or else the chosen plot or conflict for the episode won't happen. One user on Reddit believes that Liz has been carrying the ball from the beginning of the series, so much so that when Liz behaved reasonably, intelligently, and competently, the fan claimed she was acting out of character. A big moment occurred in the episode Konets, when Red requested that Liz kill him in order to appear scary to other criminals. In the words of one fan, that was the idiot ball itself. She took her father's life. Katarina first suppressed Liz's memory before constructing RR in order to protect her from the consequences of this action. It would appear that Masha did not kill him, according to her, if he appears to be still alive. Red, on the other hand, has determined that she must likewise kill him by shooting. If you look at the series' duration, there must be something that keeps viewers from becoming disinterested, Spader mostly. Some, on the other hand, believe that if the idea continues to hold true, there will be nothing left to redeem it. This idea was supported by the conclusion of Konets, which showed Liz being left to bleed to death by Red and Dembe, Hisham Tawfik, before the task force team got on the scene. The FBI agent Donald Wrestler, Diego Klatenhoff, developed a romantic involvement with Liz after they had spent several seasons together on the case. According to others, this places him at the top of the idiot ball notion. Whether or not season 9 will pursue this route is unclear, but following Liz's death, we can expect Wrestler to make finding Red his personal mission, regardless of whether or not it serves the story or his character at the time. Number 2. The Red Arena Theory. There were a lot of theories on who Reddington truly is prior to the premiere of season 8. Other than 3/4 of the season, which remained focused on Liz's revenge while on the run, the final quarter provided more specific indications about what was going on in her life. One of these theories, known as the Red Arena Theory, has gained widespread attention since it contends that Raymond Reddington is in fact the genuine Katerina Rostova. The theory's justifications can be traced back to prior seasons. In addition to memory-altering drugs and procedures, hazy confessions, and stories apparently presented from Katerina's perspective, the idea received a boost in the resolution department. Numerous additional people noticed flaws in Red Arena, referring back to past seasons when it couldn't have been conceivable based on the knowledge that was available at the time of broadcast. Season 8's enigmatic conclusion, on the other hand, seemed to go in the direction of Red Arena without explicitly saying so. The issue is no longer who is Raymond Reddington, but rather what is Raymond Reddington? Instead, the question is, what do we know about Raymond Reddington that is correct? Remember, he is a criminal, and as he stated in the pilot episode, criminals are notorious liars, so be careful what you say. Number 3. Reddington's split personality. The true identity of Red was eventually revealed to be that of a KGB spy named Ilya Koslov, who had taken on the persona persona of the real Red after he was murdered, and the real Red was actually Liz's father. The character's identity has been the subject of numerous theories, and fans believe they have figured out what's in store for Red in season 9 of the show. The following theory was put forward by a fan on Reddit. Perhaps Red is a split personality that emerged in Katarina at some point. Upon the death of RRR, the actual Red Reddington, it's possible that her brain constructed the Red personality in the midst of the trauma. Red may have become the dominant personality and killed the Katarina personality by shifting from feminine to masculine form. Perhaps Red and Katarina are two entirely different people, despite the fact that they are physically the same person. Following the discovery that Red had been lying and that he was not Ilya at all, this notion has gained popularity. The rumors didn't die down, and some viewers are now convinced that Red is actually Katarina Rostova, Lot Verbeek, and Layla Robbins, Liz's biological mother, and a former Russian spy from Red's past. In Nachalo, Liz embarks on a journey down memory lane as Red transports her to Latvia and reveals some long-held truths, including the shocking revelation that Katarina is not, after all, her biological mother. According to fans, Spader's character, Red, allegedly underwent surgery decades ago in order to protect Liz from being kidnapped by Red. So, is it possible that Red has two personalities, and will this shocking revelation be revealed in the forthcoming season? If so, then fans of the Blacklist are in for a significant discovery that might fundamentally alter their perception of the relationship between Red and Liz in the future. Number 4. Maybe it was all a dream? This approach has been used in a number of different types of entertainment. It's a full and utter slap in the face of what we already know to be true, but it continues to be done in film and television because it's convenient. Despite the fact that we did not anticipate the writers of the Blacklist to take this route, it's always a possibility, so prepare yourself. Number 5. More about Katarina Rostova? The suggestions made in the episodes Nachalo and Konets strongly suggest that Katarina Rostova is the real Raymond Reddington, despite the fact that she is not mentioned in either episode. Also, despite the fact that numerous arguments contend differently, season 9 may push these notions even further, either in favor of them or against them. Writers could completely change the identity of the character with a little consideration. It's also possible that the Blacklist may reveal the when and how of Katarina's transition over the course of several episodes. Number 6. Reddington's illness may become the focus. If we continue from where we left off, season 9 will follow an unwell Reddington who is still grieving over the death of Liz, assuming she is indeed dead this time around. In his state of grieving, it's impossible to predict what he'll do or how he'll move on, or whether his disease will worsen. Number 7. The task force will hunt Reddington again. Liz's friendship with FBI agent Donald Ressler, Diego Klattenhoff, was a major plot point in season 8 of the show. Ressler's sadness is bound to come in the way of his decision-making with the task force, and we can only presume this to be true. He might have a grudge towards Reddington, and could even go rogue, as Liz did, to get revenge. In either case, there's a risk that the task force team would blame Reddington for Liz's death, and that his immunity pact will be revoked, as Panabaker previously stated in respect to Liz. That's it for our theories. What is your take? Is Liz's departure the end of the series in reality? Maybe they could even replace Liz. Let us know in the comments down below.